Oh, there's nothing that gives me more joy than to talk about this woman here tonight. The nails, the silhouette, the stance. You know who I'm talking about. A shadow stretching across a soundstage long after she's already wrapped the day, as if the light has permanently burned into the concrete. Her cape, 70 feet of fabric catching wind like a banner at the start of an uprising. The eyes, oh, the eyes, lit from within by some private fire she doesn't apologize for. You know her as the Tony, Grammy, and Emmy winner. You know her as the triple Oscar nominee, the New York Times bestseller list two weeks in a row. Let's go, get her book, make sure you do that. You know her as Celie, as Harriet, as the voice that rolls through your body like thunder at the Hollywood Bowl, as the woman who turns a musical into a movement and makes impossible things feel inevitable. But none of the accolades, none of the legendary roles, none of the records she has set or ceilings she has shattered comes close to the woman I know, my sister, Miss Cynthia Erivo, a fierce defender of art and expression, someone who knows what it means to feel unheard and refuses to let anyone else feel that way on her watch. Elphaba is often reduced to a label, the Wicked Witch, but Cynthia looked at that label, set it aside, and gave her dignity. She insisted on it, actually. Suddenly, it's not just a black frock. It is a textured, multi-pleated layers woven with purpose. Suddenly, her hair and jewelry are not just adornments, they are declarations. She respects herself, so she builds characters who respect themselves too. And it's contagious when projected on screens, giant screens all around the world. And it isn't only the character, it is the crew and humans around her helping to build these images. You know, if you cough, she has a lozenge ready for you right away. It's true. And if she senses your spirit is off on set, you will return to your hotel room and find a bottle of moisturizer or tea or something small that says, "I saw you today." That is also true. She gives grace even when she is not receiving it. She loves humanity even when humanity doesn't know what box to put her in because she's bigger than the box. Some would say she defies gravity. And that is why her Elphaba, the Elphaba you have met in our films, is unlike any the world has seen and will live forevermore. Because Cynthia does not hide behind the green paint. She shines through it. Look at the way she dreams in The Wizard and I. She begins with hesitation, touching the idea of possibility like it might collapse. Did that really just happen? Have I actually understood? Then, as she ascends the stairs, her joy expands out of her like sunlight, and the walls blast open, and she runs into that open field of possibility. She leaps, all her own stunts, by the way, and as she reaches the edge of the world, you know she wants to fly further. She yearns to get over that rainbow, but she stops short. She's not ready. She turns away, but watch. That clip didn't show it. You should have had 10 more seconds on that clip, because watch her second look back. It's a glimmer that says, "I'm not ready yet, but I will be." That is classic cinema Cynthia. A whole story in her eyes giving hope to the hesitation. Look at her close-up when she says, "I'm limited. Look at me, not through your eyes, through theirs." An instant anthem of empathy for generations. Or the closet scene as she leaves Glinda behind, crumbling in the shadows, hand on the door, heartbreakingly quiet. We did not cut. We did not dare cut. And look at the final moments as she leaves Oz. The look she gives Glinda. A look that says, not just to Glinda, but to millions and millions of kids around the world who look up to Elphaba, you know the truth now. You have the power to change things, and I know you will. because I know you, and we'll be all right. My job as a director becomes real simple with Cynthia Erivo. You just set the camera on her. Put that 65 millimeter lens, the piece of glass that seems engineered by destiny just for her, and let her drive. Because she's exploring, not lecturing. She's an excavator of the human condition. She goes into the dark places and finds the single sliver of light that everyone else missed. She brings that light back and holds it out and says, here, this is yours, take it. Use it to fight for yourself. Sometimes she finds a weapon in that darkness. Sometimes she finds salvation. She hands both to the audience. This is my sister, my defiant, brilliant, badass witch. But she's not mine. She belongs to herself. I'm only the witness with a very expensive camera. I'm the one allowed to capture her butterflies and show you what I found. We are blessed, truly, truly blessed to live in the generation that gets to experience Cynthia Erivo freshly unearthed. She shows little girls all around the world and boys that power can look like them, sound like them, walk like them, fight like them. And she is not done, not even close. Beyond Dracula, beyond playing Jesus, beyond animated fairies, she has more worlds to build, more stories to explode open as a producer and even a director, more truth to uncover and hand back to us like a torch. If you know what I know, what Mark knows, what we all know when you know her, my sister has a lot more to say. How lucky are we? And so tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to present the Kirk Douglas Award for Excellence in Film to Miss Cynthia Erivo.